Now, Buffy time. Crazy
All
fucking
right.
episode of Buffy. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, really wild. Uh, Sarah Michelle Gellar's least favorite episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That makes sense.
Um,
I imagine it's a lot of people's probably.
I always liked this one, to be honest.
No, I don't. Yeah, I feel the same.
Anyway, I got nothing going on that Tuesday, man. Nothing. But all Stephen DeKnight wrote it. It's his second episode of the season after All the Way. He's the one that's gonna leave for Angel next season because his shit's too dark.
Can you tell me what all
Um,
the way is?
that's the Halloween one with Dawn and Amber Tamblyn.
Oh, okay. We mentioned her
Uh,
this episode.
we do, yeah. Janice.
I expected we to see her, but no.
Yeah. And James Contner directed it. He's been around with us since season two. I believe his first episode was Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered.
Hmm.
And most recently, he did Spiral at the end of season five. This is his first season six episode.
Okay,
Um,
so this last one was a hot one, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah, it's a good one. And yeah, here he's going pretty wild. Let's get into your notes about it. Dead Things. It's an interesting one.
It is. We start out Spike and Buffy had sex all over the place, destroyed their whole room. Where are we? Is this Spike's place? I
This is
forget.
Spike's place. We're under some rugs.
Yeah, we end up under a big rug. Pretty fun. Buffy's like, "Is this rug bigger than it used to be?" Pretty funny. A lot of crazy stuff happens in this scene, though. We realize for the first time that we're talking about normal stuff. That's a
Mm-hmm.
big thing. That's the big thing of the whole episode, basically. And Buffy says her legs don't work. She's like, as soon as my legs work, I'll get up and do something. And then another thing here, Spike says, the things you do, I've never been with such an animal. I guess he says it in
Yeah.
an English accent. But then Buffy's like, I'm not an animal. Don't call me an animal. He like offends her a little bit. And then so much stuff happened here. Buffy's like, I gotta find my underwear. So she like goes under the rug and looks for her underwear. And we lay something else down here where Spike says he has some handcuffs and he's like, would you ever trust me enough to handcuff you? And she says, never. So I guess that'll result in eventually she does let him do that and it'll be like, oh, she came around. But so we go to the nerds, right? They're on the lam hanging out. I don't know where they are, but somewhere.
Yeah, I don't really know where they are either, to be honest. But they're hanging out. They're living together at this point.
They are. Warren calls them girls because they're fighting with each other. He's like, stop touching each other, you girls.
Oh yeah. And Andrew has that Peter Frampton record that he's worried about Jonathan getting his mitts on.
Yeah, I thought you'd like pop for that, but I
Yeah.
didn't care. Something about a cerebral dampener is online. That's what they say.
Yeah, they're working on this thing. It looks like a mixture of science and magic, where like Warren's working on the technology part of it, and the other two are conjuring some bullshit for it. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's going to be their device to sap women of their wills, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, they say it can make any woman a sex slave, and we know just where to start. And then we go to the credits. We go to the Double Meat Palace, my favorite location. I don't know how many times we're going to get it, so I'm really savoring it.
Sure,
Uh,
I understand. Just like you would savor one of those great double meat medleys.
yeah, now that I know nothing bad's in it.
Mm-hmm.
But Buffy's trying out something fun. She says double meat is double sweet. They should give her employee of the month or something for
That
that.
is my favorite, maybe my favorite moment of the entire episode, because like you think that that's just like something she's forced to say as a double meat employee, but
Oh,
she
that's a Buffy
says, I'm
original.
trying something out. That's a crazy thing to do, Buffy.
I love that. I thought that was so cute. But Tara shows up. When's the last time we saw Tara? When she hugged Dawn goodbye
These last two
or tried to?
episodes were the first two consecutive episodes since Tara was introduced that she wasn't in.
Oh my goodness. Well, I missed her. I got to be honest. It
Yeah,
was great to see
it
Tara
was
come
great
back.
to see her this week. I felt the same way.
Yeah, and Buffy takes a break, goes and talks to Tara, and Buffy wants to know what spell was used on her because Spike can hurt her and she doesn't really know what's up.
She still thinks she came back wrong.
Right. That's the root of all this. She wants to know what's wrong with her because she
Mm-hmm.
feels emotions for Spike, basically.
Right,
So
right. There's got to be something she can blame for that.
Such a good ending. Such a but
Yeah.
she's a great. I hate to say like a TV actor, but I think she is. Like she's one of the great like television characters ever
Yeah.
because of this performance. Like she nails it. Um, we go back to the nerds. I loved this part. Jonathan's like, Mad Dog 2 over to Mad Dog 1. And Andrew's like, wait, I thought I was Mad Dog 2. And then Jonathan takes a long pause. And he's like, Mad Dog 3 over to Mad Dog 1. Oh, man. That was so clever. That little bit there. Who wrote
I
this
was
episode?
Stephen S. tonight,
I loved
who
that little
who
bit.
becomes like a big angel raider. I will say I think Mad Dog one probably more Marilyn Hershey, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh, good one. Yeah, that's very funny.
Thanks.
I hated this line from Andrew. He says, oh, gross. He says juicy pulsating candy.
Hated that.
So I just gave the night credit for a line or a little bit. Now I take it away there. And then they went bazoom buzz, bazoom buzz. That was pretty funny. I like that actually.
That was good.
But then
Yeah.
Warren finds the perfect girl. We learn her name's Katrina. They have a bit of history.
Did you recognize her?
Oh no, I didn't know I was supposed to.
Really?
No, I didn't know that she was like a real person. I thought it was just supposed to be a girl from his past.
No, this was a character we saw back in season 5 in Warren's first appearance in I Was Made to Love You. Do you remember he's like trying to get away from the robot he built because he finally found like a real girlfriend?
Right.
And then she dumps him at the end for the robot. This is her.
No, I did not catch that. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is just a random X that he had.
No,
But
this is the X. It's the one X.
okay, so all right, so it's even deeper than I thought. Uh, yeah, but that was so that's very interesting. Getting an X, so that's pretty wild. And Buffy gets home from work. Everyone's dancing, getting ready for the wedding. That's cute.
She makes a once more with feeling reference.
Did she? I didn't catch that.
Well, when she first walks in, she goes, "Are we singing and dancing again?"
Oh, that's true. And so Dawn, she's going to Amber Tamlin's. That was pretty fun. Pretty cool stuff there. And Katrina, that's her name. That's the woman's name, the ex-girlfriend. She's wearing this maid's outfit. And
Trachtenberg could have played the Alexis Bledel part in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
I like that.
Yeah.
I got no issue with that.
Okay.
How old would she have been? I forgot when that movie came out.
I think she was the right age. I mean, if she and Tamlin are playing friends on Buffy.
True. That's totally true. Why? Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? Yeah, I like that. And so Warren takes Katrina into another room and uh everything goes bad. That little device stops working and the thing wears off.
It's so brutal. This whole sequence is weird and gross. Like I'm not even criticizing the show for it. Like it's the characters,
Yeah.
but like the fact that she's in that like maid outfit, and then he like
It's like Ric
brings her.
Flair. Reminded me of that.
Yeah, and he tells them like you can have a shot with her like as soon as I'm all done with her. And it's like, what the fuck? And then he brings her into that room and he says, get on your knees.
They've
Like
done a good job though, setting this guy up as clearly the craziest one.
oh yeah, definitely.
So
And
it wasn't out of character.
so like she finally like starts to realize who she is when she's on her knees. Imagine that, like getting your senses back, and like you're like about to suck your weird ex-boyfriend's dick. Like that, it's got to be fucking traumatic. And so she's just trying to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible and ends up getting killed for it.
Yep. She dies. Dead Things is about her, I guess. Crazy. But to get rid of the body or to get rid of the evidence that it was them. Well, I have a question. Why would Buffy really be involved though? They're like, Buffy's gonna find out there's like a dead girl and no, it's us. Is Buffy involved in like every dead person that shows up?
No, but Buffy met this girl.
That's where I was confused in the episode. I think I was like, really? Buffy would like get so involved with this? Why are they even involving her further? But that's what makes sense. She knew her. I was
Yeah,
confused by that part.
Buffy met her. She would like see her in the newspaper and go like, "That's Warren's ex. I bet Warren killed her."
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Uh, so yeah, but they come up with a plan, and
Yeah.
that's what we do. We go to the bronze, and Buffy leaves everybody and goes up to the top, spend time with Spike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is why it's Sarah Michelle Gellar's least favorite episode. She believes that this was out of character for Buffy. This part, she doesn't think Buffy would do this, and I don't know. I mean, teach your
I
own.
disagree
Like
with that.
she's got ownership over the character in her own way, but I mean, evidently this was something Whedon had in mind, like since bringing her back to life. Like she's in a weird, dark place, you know, like it's
Yeah,
it's not the Buffy of yore. Like maybe Buffy wouldn't have done this.
totally. No, I kind of disagree with her on this because
Yeah.
like you're not the person you thought you were going to be in high school or whatever. Sometimes you're like depressed and for a few months you just like have sex with somebody and
And you
that's all
make
you want to do.
very poor decisions.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. Did you say that when she was like very young? Like maybe she would disagree with that now.
Yeah, I don't know about now. This is from like contemporary interviews.
Yeah. I don't really like that take. I got to be honest. It's maybe the first time I disagreed with her. Every other decision she's ever made has been the right one. But so Spike, yeah, crazy moment. Spike, like, he loves to do that move. He loves to just start touching her while they're standing together.
Yeah,
It's his go-to move. But he says like, you try to be with them, but you always end up in the dark with me.
I think he's being weird here. I gotta say, like, come on. When he's like, no, open your eyes, look at them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was crazy. Look at like,
Fucking hell.
yeah. Watch them while I do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make eye contact with Xander right now. It was wild. We go to the magic box. Tara is leaving the magic box, and Xander and Willow are coming into the magic box, right? And they have this little interaction. Oh, I like Xander. He's like, he's sore from dancing. He's like, man, my leg was really hurting from dancing. That was funny. But Willow and Tara talk for a second. And Willow's like, I never expected, or I didn't think you'd give up magic, so it's okay. I didn't expect you to or anything, so it's fine. And Willow's 32 days sober, no spells for
Yeah.
32 days. Willow's really good in this scene. What's her
Yeah.
name? The actor.
Allison
I
Hannigan.
feel like you can feel her trying to act the most of anybody, though. What do you think about that?
Wow. That's bold, man.
I think I really felt it this episode, in this scene, maybe a little bit. Not in a bad
I
way.
I think there are times where she is the most natural. I think
You're
she's the
right.
best. I think she's the best crier out of anybody on either show.
Buffy's really good, especially at the end of this episode.
She's great. She's
Her
great.
tears like immediately swelling up.
I always go back to when Buffy's hanging out with Faith too much, and they show Willow crying in the bathroom stall. That
I don't
scene
remember that.
fucks me up.
Yeah, she she's. I think she's like the most committed to the character though, and I think you can sort of feel that. I don't know what I'm complaining about, or if I'm even complaining. I'm not really. But we go. Buffy goes to Spike's crypt. They're like outside each other's door. It's really weird, and then Buffy like hears something and walks off. I don't know
That's well, the most you skipped the most important part of this scene.
what's that.
The fucking sweet Bush song playing in the background.
I didn't notice it.
Hell yeah, bro. This is Out of This World by Bush from their fourth album, Golden State, which I owned. And I remember like I already knew this song at the time, like when this episode aired. I was like, are you fucking serious? You're
Yeah. What's the
putting
name of it?
Bush.
I'll play
It's
it at
called
the end.
Out of
Oh
This
yeah.
World.
Okay.
You're putting a Bush song in my fucking Buffy. I mean, it's like they all Bush only gets used for the greatest things.
Yeah.
You know, like it's been like three things, right? Buffy, Fear, American Werewolf in Paris. Like you cannot top that
Paris. The
trio.
second one.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know about this. There's got to be more stuff.
There's got to be more, but I mean, Bush, what legends those guys are.
Yeah. Can you name who they are?
Gavin Rossdale,
Hmm.
Nigel
He was
Pulsford,
with Gwen
the other
Stefani.
two.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was at this time. Um, yeah, I mean, I was such a Bush guy, man. They played at Woodstock '99. I remember watching their set live.
I don't remember seeing them in the documentary.
They showed up, man. Don't worry about it.
Isn't the weirdest couple Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton? And
It
they've been together for like 10
I
years.
think Kidman and Urban are weirder.
No, you're right, because he's like a foot shorter than she is.
Yeah, yeah, that's why.
At
Because
least
they
he's
it's
like
the
a
same
man,
vibe. Yeah,
Blake Shelton. He's like a
right.
big guy.
Yeah.
And but
You
he's
can
so
see why she'd be physically
but
attracted to
but
him.
Nicole Kidman likes that because she was with Tom Cruise. She likes shorter men.
I know. What is up with that? She play giantess in the bedroom.
Yeah, I wonder. I forgot where we were. Do you remember where we were?
Yeah,
Oh, Spike's
Bush.
crypt. Yeah, we were there. And but so Buffy starts fighting a bunch of people, right? Or she's hallucinating fighting a bunch of people. And then there's like a dead body, and she's like, "Oh my god, I killed a girl. This
Right.
Katrina. Oh my god, this is terrible." And so we gotta get rid of the body or
I
whatever.
do appreciate Buffy really practices what she preaches here because all the way back to Faith killing Deputy Mayor Alan Finch
Mm-hmm.
in that one, she's like Buffy's like, you gotta deal with this, all right? You gotta take responsibility. And Buffy, to her credit, when she thinks she murdered a human being here, she does.
She does, yeah. And then
Yeah.
she hears very luckily what's going
Yeah.
on the other on the other side. Um, so yeah, Dawn.
I was like, Buffy, you can't turn yourself in. You have like priors. Like the Sunnydale Police Department knows Buffy. Like she's been a suspect in murders before.
She's ready to go down with the ship, though.
Yeah. Like remember they interviewed her about Ted when she fucking knocked
No.
Ted down those stairs. They interviewed her about Kendra when Kendra died
Mm-hmm.
because like she was found like over her body. Like
Yeah.
Buffy needs to stay away from crime.
Yeah. Totally. Remember when she that cool shot where she came running into the library in slow
Yeah.
motion? Is that like at the
I,
end of that
I
episode,
believe she
part
was
one?
running out of the library in slow motion.
Oh,
Oh wait,
really?
no, you might. I think you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I thought she was running in to
Yeah,
Kendra.
yeah,
And so, yeah, Buffy goes to Dawn. Dawn's like sleeping in the middle of the night, and she's like, "Oh, good. This might be goodbye or whatever, because I'm gonna go to jail." And so Buffy goes to jail, but luckily, the police found the
she doesn't
body.
go to jail.
She goes to the
She
police
just goes to
station.
the police station.
All right, whatever. And she's like, she's about to tell him, but then she hears like on the radio, they found the body of a girl, Katrina, and she's like, Katrina, that's Warren's ex-girlfriend. I've been set
Yeah.
up. Oh, because they found the body because Spike got rid of the body for Buffy. Remember?
I love that. Spike's like, you'll never have to worry about this again. I fucking got rid
God
of the
damn
body.
it!
And then like a second later, they're like, a body's been discovered.
That was very
Yeah.
funny. And but did Buffy apparently punched Spike into a garbage can.
Yeah, she did do that.
That was I don't that was crazy. Oh yeah, he like went flying. That was pretty. I don't know how they did that. Was he like on a wire,
I don't
or did he
know.
just like jump back? I don't know what happened there. But Spike says something really cool to her. He says, "You may have killed one, but you saved a whole bunch of people, so that doesn't even matter." And I always think about that with her too. Like anytime she gets so depressed, it's like, yeah, but I'll think of all the good. You
Yeah.
gotta weigh.
Well, it's honestly like it's exactly what like Faith's argument was.
Oh, that's totally right. Yeah, this is a little yeah, very similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we go to the magic box. Anya is talking about the hallucinations. Buffy talks says she gives a shout out to David Lynch. That was cool.
Yeah. I was so psyched for that. It was right after Mulholland Drive had come out. So I think that's what she was thinking about.
Mm, okay.
Because she
Uh,
says like the time when all David Lynch
right.
and that movie's got shit like that.
Hmm. Didn't know that. But so Buffy, she I don't know, she's out to get Warren, whatever. And the guys, they're really upset. Warren or Andrew and Jonathan, they're like, oh shit, this guy's evil. But Jonathan more like on board than Andrew is?
No,
No.
no, he's pretending to be like, but he's clearly pretending. Like I think this episode does a good job of sort of setting them up like where they stand. Where like Warren is unhinged, like he's just off the rails and is a bad
Murderer.
person.
He's a murderer.
Yeah, and Andrew, he can get used to that.
Okay.
He's
So
not
he's
like a
going with
bad
it.
person at heart, but I think he's a hanger on, and I think he looks up to Warren on some level.
Little
And
Billy and Stu, like
yeah, a little bit, yeah. And I think Jonathan at this point
he sees it's
realizes
bad.
he's in too deep. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got some sense like one of them was more in than the other. I just forgot which one,
Well,
but
they
I like that
both
it's our main
say,
man.
like he says, like we got away with murder. Isn't that cool? And they
Mm-hmm.
both agree that it's cool. But Andrew feels like that is kind of cool, whereas Jonathan's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, he's pretty hesitant to agree to
Mm-hmm.
that. And uh, Tara and Buffy talk great, and the show's known for its great endings to episodes. And this is we got another one here. They
Yep.
talk where Tara tells Buffy something came back a little weird on a molecular level, but you seem to be fine. Aside from that, you're normal,
Right.
Buffy.
That's why the chip isn't affected by her right now
Yeah, you're just a
because
little off, just barely,
yeah,
like one molecule off. So,
but
uh,
there's nothing wrong with her on like an emotional, or physical level.
and she breaks
And
down because something
yeah,
must be wrong. Because how is it possible for her to feel these
and she
things?
confesses to Tara in this moment that she's been fucking Spike. Tara's the first
Yeah.
person to learn about
Well, she
this.
didn't have to. I think like the silence says it all. Tara's like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um
But she says, don't tell anybody.
yeah, and it ends with her going like, "Don't forgive me." It's horrible. It's yeah, really brutal moment for Buffy here.
Yeah. So my MVP is going to be Buffy,
Yeah, mine too.
and my LVP is going to be Andrew.
You hate Andrew.
I do hate Andrew.
I believe that I'm gonna go with Katrina, and it
Aw.
not the character. I think that scene would hit harder with a different act. I just don't think the actress is very good.
That's fair. I don't disagree with that. But I give it to Andrew for the actor and the character for like enabling Warren being a
Okay.
murderer. That's not good. And I don't love the actor. He's fine. I'm sure I'd like him in something else. I think he'd be like fine as a normal guy. I think like playing up his nerddom doesn't work for me so much. Maybe him in like a normal
He's
role.
kind of like this in everything I've ever
Really?
seen him in. Yeah.
It's I could feel like him sort of like playing it up, but maybe it is just who he is.
Yeah.
So 3 stars for this one or what? You can go 4?
Yeah, I was considering four. I'll stick with three.
It's close. I don't know. But in the ranking, I didn't rank it that. I actually put it right under last week, the Double Meat Palace, or just Double Meat
Oh
Palace.
no, I'm gonna have it higher than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really emotional at the end.
Yeah, there are parts of this episode that really work for me. What Jesus, where do I put this one?
I would have put it 78 between enemies and no place like home.
Where do I have no where do I have enemies?
Am I dumb? Oh, you have it at 76.
76.
Yeah, ahead of it is the harvest, below it is Dead Man's Party.
Read me up from there.
The Harvest, Welcome to the Hellmouth, The Eye and Team, Bargaining 1, Bargaining 2, Smashed, Phases, Something Blue, The Weight of the
Wait.
World,
Smash
Phases,
phases,
Something
something
Blue,
blue.
The Weight of the World, Life Serial,
You could
Spiral,
you could put what was under phases?
Smashed.
You could put this between those two.
So you put it at 70 and I put it at 78. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's all
Makes a
right.
lot of sense. It's 11:11 my time. Make a wish. That's a thing people do.
Yep.
11
It's
11.
9/11 my time, so make a wish on
Whoa.
that. Yeah.
Whoa. I watched Zero Dark 30 yesterday. Pretty good film.
I agree.
Saw a lot of fives. I
I
was a
gave
little
it a
too bored
5.
at a certain point. I was like,
Fucking
this is a
hell.
long fucking movie.
It at the time, what had happened was still so fresh that like it felt crazy that we were seeing like exactly how it happened.
Yeah, it is cool how it spans the entire
Yeah.
thing. It's really cool. She's a great filmmaker.
Yeah.
I think I like the Hurt Locker maybe more. I don't know.
You
It
gotta
was
watch
close.
Strange Days.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. So that Buffy and Angel. Oh, we have these comments here. Oh my goodness, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Josh. Or Josh says about Angel. Angel and Cordy in the spirit makeout room reminded me of I Only Have Eyes for You. Oh my goodness,
There
he
you
says it
go.
too. Classic stuff. Then Angel does a covering up the boner bit. I feel dumb. Also classic. Grusef. This episode was on point. I don't am I right? Seriously, it was very good, but a lot of elements felt recycled from other standout episodes, like I Only Have Eyes for You, Hush, Billy, Black Swan, Black
Black Swan.
the movie.
First of all, that's not an episode of Buffy. That's a film. And second of all, it came out 8 years after this.
That's very funny. Is he thinking of something else? Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. And then he says about Buffy. He says, "Was that Spike's band playing in the background? No, it was
No, it was
Bush."
Bush, motherfucker. It was Bush.
Really liked this episode. Season 6 was slipping, but we are back. Can it hold on though? The first 9 episodes on this season were my favorite stretch of the series for sure, but will season 6 prevail? It's like he's like writing like the TV thing. Like, will Buffy find Spike?
Yeah.
Find
Doesn't
out.
it? What's his next line there?
Oh shit. I ruined his whole bit. And they says, stay
Yeah.
tuned to Buffy's Angels to find out.
There you go. That's what he
I'm
was
so sorry,
doing.
Josh. I fucking absolute moron.